смотрите GrassRoots телевидение, 12 канал Aspen.
Оглядайте GrassRoots телевизия, канал 12.
Вы смотрите телевидение GrassRoots, канал 12.
Cześć, oglądacie GrassRoots Television, kanał 12, Aspen.
Вы смотрите телевидение GrassRoots, канал 12.
You're watching GrassRoots Television, channel 12.
Hey! Hi. It's the second show of Food, Music, and Friends. Today's menu is Led Zeppelin and lamb chops. Partly food, partly music, and it's all friends. And I'd like to introduce my friends today to you all. You may know these handsome gents. This guy here, you may see him on the other station who we're giving props to, Channel 16, Mr. Oliver Sharp. How you doing, Oliver?
I'm doing well, Randy. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. This next gentleman, you may have read many great stories from him on a great local paper, like our local TV show. Troy Hooper is with the Daily News. Troy, thanks for chilling.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too, man. So basically, we all love Led Zeppelin, and you guys like lamb?
I love it.
Yeah. So cool. So what we're gonna do today is basically make a seared rack of New Zealand lamb, and what we're gonna do to accompany that is a celery. Whoa, celery root puree, and we're gonna make this hoisan hazelnut chocolate sauce to accompany this rack of lamb. So if you guys are ready to start cooking, we're gonna start cooking.
Let's cook!
We can listen to some tunes while we're going too. All right, so basically, I'm gonna start with the timing is everything in cooking. This is a celery root. They got it at City Market, they got it Clark's as well. It's big, it's ugly, but it's very tasteful. So I'm gonna move our lamb over for a second. And since this requires the most time, we're gonna start with this. So we're all trying to do this within a half an hour. And you may be able to do this at home if you practice. So what we do is take off the top of this beautiful root. We could go straight down and then in quarters again. And then what I'm gonna do is just take this root off. The reason I chose this particular vegetable, root vegetable I should say, is because it has a very neutral flavor. And I want to pick up a lot of the gaminess from, well, not really gamey, because the New Zealand lamb is not very gamey as well as our Colorado lamb, which I think is better. But I have this New Zealand lamb, and I have this neutral flavor of celery root. So what we're gonna do is add a Idaho potato. Whoa! There it is again.
Yeah. You feel it?
That's good, man.
I feel it.
All right, so what we're doing is basically 1-to-1 celery root and potato. We'll try not to get on the record, but the Idaho potato will give us more body, right? The root will give us some flavor. It'll lend itself very nicely to the lamb, like I said. And with this hoisin chocolate sauce that we're going to be kicking up, you'll be able to taste all these flavors. So this is going to start boiling. In the meantime, what's going on?
Oh man, I'm perplexed. When I first moved to Aspen, I met Randy, and I said, anytime Randy cooks, I'll be eating. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah,
Randy
man,
will call me up, and I'll be over.
Kids are like,
in a flash, I'm at Randy's house to eat. So
yeah. and we had a chance to hang out at Matsuhisa for our political party.
Rocking the vote.
Well, it wasn't really Rock the Vote, but it was Voices for Choices. Rock the Vote was there, and it was just a
Big community event.
big party for people to get out and vote. And we rocked it.
The whole town turned out.
Yeah, I thought that was-
Sheriff. We had
Yeah, Bob was there. Helen's coming on the show. Thank you. All right. So, I'm gonna clean up just a minute. That's gonna get going. So this is racket lamb. You guys can get this. Pretty much, your butcher could clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys how to clean it. They're chops. It's got a lot of silver skin, some fat. Fat is flavor, so we'll keep some of the fat, but we cannot. This is not very palatable. So what we're gonna do is clean this up.
Fat is flavor. That's
Fat.
That's rules to live by.
That's dude. That's how I live my life.
That's how he dates too.
That's how I'll
Take
do
it.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Take it easy, guys. So, actually, let's talk about the music for a minute. We're listening to some Led Zeppelin. The album is
Physical Graffiti.
Physical Graffiti, 1975.
Year of the Rabbit.
The year of the Chinese rabbit,
And the year of my birth.
and the year of Troy's birth. I was born a couple years later. And actually, it's funny, when Randy told me about lamb chops and Led Zeppelin, the story came to mind of my creation, actually. My mom was at a Led Zeppelin show.
Yeah.
And saw Plant. What's his name?
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant.
Jimmy Page.
And Jimmy Page, and she was there, and they're rocking, and they're skinny, and the rock stars. She said, she left the concert. She said, "All right, I'm gonna go out and find the tallest, skinniest guy that I can find, because tall, skinny guys obviously rock." And she went out and met my scraggly, skinny dad.
Shut up!
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow.
And that's how I came about.
That's how you got to be so scraggly.
That's how I came
That's
out.
a whole lot of love.
That's how I came out so tall and skinny. So, Led Zeppelin actually had a lot to do with my creation. So it's nice to revisit that.
And John Bonham died eating, but we won't go there. We won't go there.
They only make classics every now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so check this out. This has a lot of fat on this outside. So what we're gonna do is French it. Is basically the term. And what we do is take off this outer section.
I prefer the term freedom.
This also has some
record joke too.
fat and silver skin. You just need to pull under. Basically, you gotta get a sharp knife. This is not a bony knife.
Where'd you get that knife?
This knife was here at the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you, Stephen Esrick, by the way, for letting us use your beautiful house, which happens to be for sale. And if I was very privileged enough, I would buy this house in a heartbeat. Right after, what do you think of the outside? The outside is we have Ajax Mountain out there and
Oh man, we're
tons of snow.
tons of snow. We're looking at stunning views right now. Looking right up Ajax Mountain. 24 inches of snow over the weekend. And,
Is that right? Is that
24 inches overall.
It's going to be a big year.
So we're looking at a good winter. We're looking at good food. So I'm ready for you to put some meat on my bones, if you will.
Actually, this piece, a lot of chefs could leave on. I take it off and I just grill it and eat it.
Yeah, let's not. Can we not cook that?
You guys want to cook that up?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, you know what? Let's turn this on. We'll get this grill hot. I always like to say we like to cook with hot pans. So when that one's smoking,
Cook
we
it
need
with
to get ready.
fire.
Yeah, we're cooking it hot pans. We have to keep it hot. So basically, this is what happens when this is the end product of Frenching. Now, I kind of jumped ahead, but just to give you guys an idea, what I did was take these bone racks and cut through. And what we did was peel off this silver skin sinew, I think is what the culinary term is. And we just pull this out. I mean, you can go rustic and you can just throw this on the grill. You don't have to do this, but this is how I do all my events and for my business. We clean it, we French the top, we basically scrape with the back part of a knife, scrape off all this stuff that's not so beautiful. So the diner actually has this visual first, because actually eating, I think, is one of the only events that we partake in that use all five senses: smell, visual, taste. What are the other ones?
Eyesight. You get to watch it.
Right?
Touch, tactile.
Touch. Yeah,
Tactile.
you get touch.
And Randy, also this Frenching gives you the, a lot of people refer to these as the lollipop lamb chops. So you have that, something to hold on to, and you can get kind of...
We can actually
It's the
do that. I can
lollipop at
show
the butcher
you.
shop.
yeah, lollipop at the butcher shop. I like that. It's
rhymes,
got a
too.
nice ring to it.
So basically, that's what
You
they
should
do.
write that down.
I'm kind of afraid, like, I know a lot of people use the term lollipop. I think I prefer to call them like lamb bites, I guess, because I don't know the lollipop thing. It's just something
It's meat on a
I don't
stick.
know. Meat on a stick, kind of. It's cool.
You avoid that.
I
You
can
avoid-
deal,
yeah.
I can deal it. I can deal with it. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, so hopefully you kind of got the idea. I don't know how great of a demo that was, but basically you clean it up, you take off all the fat, or not all the fat, but the silver skin. Okay. Pull through each rack and scrape. Okay. So what I'll do now is we'll go ahead and cook that. We can try it with both, this French style and the other. Right? Take this, drop it off.
And
Actually, we're gonna eat that.
Randy, I wanted to ask you something about being a chef that my mom always used to say is clean as you go.
Yes.
I noticed that you keep that up. And,
I try to. My wife will tell you differently. Siobhan, I love you. I try. I try my best. And actually, that's one of the most detailed. I don't know. When I was a private chef and going to these homes and these houses and doing these dinner parties and doing these high-end cocktail parties, I tell the chefs that I hire, it's not a restaurant. You know, we're in somebody's house, and so attention to that detail is very, very important.
And for those
Not
people,
that
those people that are cooking at home, you know, if you clean as you go, when you finally complete the meal, you actually then can have time to sit down and enjoy it.
You can.
And you don't have to spend your time sitting in the kitchen cleaning. You've already got that aspect covered, and then so something to think about for those chefs at home, aspiring chefs at home.
Absolutely, Oliver. So since this has a little meat, I'm just gonna flip it over. So that's kind of clean as you go, but now this board is not contaminated by any meat or smelly celery root. Oliver's saying, never mind. We'll all right, so check it out. Let's get moving here. I'm gonna just pull out a little. This is a New Zealand honey, so I'm just gonna put this down right here. And what we're gonna do?
It's good.
Yeah, that does look good. It's actually a very cool. They harvest the honey from kamahi. It's a different flower. So when the bees pollinate, they use that for the flavoring. Just like snails, where they have snails in France, and eat off basil, right? So this is kind of the same concept. So the ingestion of the animal or the byproduct, I guess, right?
Byproduct.
The middleman ends up in the flavor of the honey.
So you're pairing the New Zealand lamb with the New Zealand honey.
Yeah.
You know that there's
trying
more
to keep with
sheep-
some kiwi.
More sheep than people in New Zealand.
I heard that.
You
And
know
all,
a lot about sheep, don't you?
yeah. Well,
Why is that?
there's more sheep than people in Iceland and in New Zealand. Those are the two countries they have a lot of sheep and not a lot of people. So.
Sheep wool keeps you warm. Yeah, nice.
So
cold
this
day
is
like
a little
today.
tea oil. I brought this on the last show. It's a great oil that's actually pressed from tea leaves. Check it out. It's got a really nice, balanced flavor. So we got our honey. We got a little tea oil. You could use olive oil, grapeseed oil. I really like fresh parsley and kosher salt. Or you could use. I like to use this Hawaiian sea salt. So what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna rub it.
Oh yeah.
We could let this sit too. If you guys had a couple minutes just to let all this loveliness sit.
Are you sure you even want to cook that? Should we just eat it raw?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good to me.
Lamb sashimi. That'd be another show. All right, Oliver, can you actually pour a little bit of tea oil into our smoking pan, please?
I think I can probably do that.
That's good. perfect.
Perfecto.
So what we're gonna do is get a little sear up in here. So pan-seared New Zealand lamb. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So what we'll try to do is get a nice color on the outside of that. Our celery root is cooking up. We're going to start our sauce next, which will complete. Actually, you know what I'll do is we'll throw a couple. We're going to have some snap peas with this because I think it'll lend itself very nicely to the completion of this dish.
So Randy, what's your cooking time on these chops?
These chops, after we turn them and throw them into a 375-degree oven, by the time we're done assembling the sauce and blending this, which I'm thinking about 8 to 9 minutes. So I'm trying to time this whole dish. So I want to let this sear. That's still cooking. We're going to end up straining this out. Our veg will go in at the last minute because that takes the least time of cooking. So what we'll start with next is the sauce. And you know it's all in the sauce.
It's all about the sauce.
That's what G loves. We're going to get him on. All right. So this is hoisin. You can find this in the markets as well. Is that on? So hoisin is just basically a plum sauce used in a lot of Asian cooking. This one has been hanging out at my kitchen. We just popped it. But what we're going to do is take some fresh ginger. I'd say about a tablespoon or so. I really don't cook with recipes. If you guys really need a recipe, you could email me. We'll show the email at the end of the show. But I will correspond with you if you have any questions. You know, if you guys are cooking dinner one day, or you want to call me, or just shoot me something, or you're making a dinner, just hit me up.
Just say hello. If you just
want
want
to
to say hello and see
Yo!
what's going on, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I got the hoisin. Then we're going to need a little acidity to balance off, because this is very sweet, right? If you guys, I know you haven't tasted it, but it's very sweet. So we put a little rice wine vinegar to get some acid in there. Speaking of acid. All right.
It's all about balance, Randy. It's all about balance.
So after that, we're gonna, yeah, it is all about balance. My life is about balance. This show is about balance. So we're gonna throw some garlic in there. People say I've actually saw Jacques Pepin. I've been lucky enough to be around that guy at times. But people are asking, do you need to wash garlic? But you know, you really don't need to wash garlic because it's wrapped. Just something to keep in mind.
It's naturally packaged.
That's right.
Now, do you
It's
squash
organic.
it before you chop
This
it up?
is
or do you just chop it?
this is sesame oil.
You squash it. You squash it.
And I prefer to use brown sugar. I couldn't find any. I didn't have time to get any. So this is just regular sugar. So we got ginger, we have garlic, we have hoisin, and sesame oil, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
How's our lamb doing? Oh yeah! Look at that.
It's seared.
Brownie. Brownie.
Now, folks, don't try this at home. Randy's a seasoned chef.
Yeah,
You can't
I am
just- I would
can't
recommend
just
tongs or something, but Randy will go in there and risk life and limb for the people that are going to be eating his dish. But out there in TV land, you should definitely use the tongs because that's kind of dangerous.
It doesn't translate on TV, but this smells. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
it's amazing. That's one of the senses that you lose actually through television.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
sitting here and it's just,
So we're actually gonna have parties where we watch the show and we'll cook at my house and we'll eat while we're doing it. Yeah? Let's do that.
I said earlier, I'll eat whatever Randy gets. Well, Randy makes cereal in the morning. And I'm
All
ordering.
right. So a blender is my friend. Woo! How about opening it? Woo! Yeah, this guy will get it down to a little. We're gonna start emulsifying this. What the olive oil would be doing is actually grapeseed oil will give us some more balance. Give us more body, give us more balance, and more flavor. We're always looking for flavor.
You gotta switch up the music, huh?
You switch it up? Yeah, do what you gotta do. We got racks of music over here.
I'm gonna go a mountain song, Jane's Addiction, which was inspired by Led Zeppelin.
All right, let's try that out.
Okay, so basically our sauce has been prepared. What I will do now is pour it in here. Woo! That was close. I'm gonna add some sesame seeds at the end because if you puree these sesame seeds, it will bleed into your. Can somebody help me here? No, hold on. I'll get this one as well.
How do I get a witness?
Can I get it? Oh, so black sesame seeds.
I don't know why it's got a ratio, but here's the white sesame.
There is no such thing as a black sesame seed. Did you guys know that? Ah, this one's got a shaker. I don't like shakers. I like to pinch my food. All right. So here we go. I'm actually going to clean this out because our celery root puree will be ready to go. So who's been on the hill yet?
I was there this morning.
Where are you?
Yes. Deep, knee deep.
Knee deep.
Tons of fun. It's top to bottom at Aspen Mountain as of today.
It's excellent early season skiing right now.
I'm going to go into that oven here. Sorry.
Hey, you know, it's your show. You can talk whenever you want. And everybody, I want you to know that you've really made it when you have your name on your jacket.
I wrote that with crayons. Don't believe it. All right, so that's going to be in the oven, right? Right.
Right.
So what we're going to do now, since our sauce is done, we're throwing our veg.
Wait, we should introduce the song. We should
Yeah,
introduce
let's
the song.
start that song over again. Oh, wait, actually, I think
We're
it's
there.
good.
We're there. We're there.
Good.
This is me, Oliver, our friends Othello, and all of our buddies. This is what we do. What do you do?
This is what I do.
Actually, it says coming down the mountain.
Yeah, good.
That's why we got to start it over. Hold on.
And even though the name of the show is Lamb and Led Zeppelin inspired Jane's Addiction. So that's why
we're getting the
that's the thought
correlation.
process behind our music selections today.
Yeah.
Very cool. And we're starting the song over to get it right.
Let's crank up the volume though. I like to really hear that guitar and bass at first.
All right, so I strained out the potatoes
That's gonna go.
with the celery root, right? Right.
Right.
This is a little bit of heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
You could use milk if you're scared. Fat's flavor, remember that? Speaking of fat, we'll put some butter in there too.
Don't be afraid.
You can go work it off at O2 later on.
Hey.
Do some
go. Now
beakrooms
crank
or
that
something.
There
All
we go.
right. So
That's the
listen,
baseline
listen
right
to
there.
when he says coming down the mountain. That's what I'm feeling. All right, so we're gonna go into here. It's gonna be our puree. Why am I not hearing them? Little liquid to thin this out, and some butter.
So this is the
Here's
carbohydrate
my top.
section
Yeah.
of the meal.
Right? Our beans are going. Sing it, baby, sing it. Look at that. Nice, creamy texture, right? A little bit lumpy,
It's a big.
Creamy and lumpy.
creamy and lumpy. We need to season it. We need salt.
Yeah, salt makes everything better.
Salt makes everything taste better. All right, that's done. You guys, I think we should plate.
Let's plate it up, Rand.
Okay.
I'm hungry already.
Can't forget the hazelnut chocolate. Can you open that for me?
Hazelnut
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah, dude. Let's just.
I love Jane's Addiction, dude. Oh my God. This band changed my life, actually.
Team access. Amy goes access. As evidenced by that.
So, could actually probably blend this a little bit more. It's all right.
If you were cooking for someone else besides us.
It looks good. I mean, it's creamy. Get rid of this. This is my honey over here. All right. Let's go to our lamb. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's about mid-rare. Look at that. You can always tell by the bounce, too, by touching. There's actually a gauge on your hand where you could tell from well done to medium well to medium rare, or to medium rare to rare. And this, see that? That's still a little bit rare. A lot of people like that. This one's well. See the bounciness? This is actually medium rare and hot. All right.
We could demonstrate to the TV audience how to open wine when you
All right, so this came out of the oven at three what? Something?
375 for about 8 to 12 minutes. We think we've been going, guys? I don't know.
That feels.
So here,
yeah.
I just want to smear this. This is a hazelnut chocolate. Right? I'm gonna put a little bit of our hoisin dressing.
That's pretty wild. You got going on over there.
All right, so the underlying flavors will be that chocolate down there. Right? Okay. I'm gonna strain this baby out.
So I can't wait to try this, man. I'm starving.
So, a little bit of salt. Season up our veggies. Put these here. Oh, those are nice and crisp. Want to try one of those?
I'll try one.
Cool.
I want with salt on it.
These are our French. This is our French product. And this is the lamb that. Here's your lamb bite or lamb pop. You know what he's saying there, don't you? A little parsley. Actually, this is. I've been using this. It's very cool. Adds a different texture. It's tapioca pearls.
What
Right?
does that mean exactly? Is it
Tapioca. You ever eat tapioca when you were a kid?
like tapioca pudding?
Yeah. But it just adds a different flavor. I didn't flavor it really anything.
So it's gonna be pretty natural.
Yeah, this is just a little herb oil.
Fade out the border. Over there. Not here. Yeah, right there.
And here we go.
So now we're going.
Gentlemen,
You know what it smells like, Randy?
this is the end product. This is seared New Zealand lamb chops with a hazelnut hoisin chocolate with celery root puree, little tapioca pearls, and Nirvana.
Like Teen Spirit. It smells like just like Teen Spirit.
And thank you guys for showing up. That's Teen Spirit. You guys ready to eat?
I'm ready to
Yeah,
eat.
let's eat.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us. Let's do it.
Everybody, thank you. Support GrassRoots TV. My name is Randy Pleceres.
I'm Oliver.
Troy. Peace.
We like to eat.
Yeah, cool. Have a good time on the hill.